hope you can see it all right. All right, so what the idea here is that we are going to do hot process very quickly with high temperature. So when I first started hot process, it was a very long drawn out period where a lot of waiting around for the soap to cook, a lot of hoping we're not going to evaporate the water out of the soap. And as my business grew, hot process kind of became some of my bread and butter, so I definitely need to do a lot faster. This is actually a very small batch for me, so I hope it gets as hot as it normally does. I normally do it in a very large stainless steel pot, but what we shall see. Anyway, so I've scaled down. We're going to do some soap. I've got some Alkanet infused oil that I have put into already in here, but this is what it looks like, so you can see some of that colorant. Here are my batch labels for my infusions. There's a small picture of these in the book, but I just write down what the tear of the jar is, how much botanical, what type of oil's in it, and then date and if I've added or removed oil, so I know how fresh it is, how long I have to use it, and about how much I have left in the jar. Okay, so let's take a look at our oils and then I'll put my gloves on. They are sitting at right about, I don't know if you can see that, it's 223. I already have my lye mixed up. In this little guy here, I have some essential oils. This is lavender and ylang ylang. Normally I wouldn't add that to soap, but since this is that high temp hot process and it's hot process, I'm going to be adding it after the cook, so that ylang ylang is going to be going in there. And let me also grab some shea butter that I already have melted down and warmed up. I'm going to just put those together so I don't have to remember to pour two things in at the end and only have to do one. Okay, gloves on. So what we're going to expect to see is this to volcano almost immediately. Yeah, I know it's dark oils in a dark pot. I've got another light I can turn on, I think, for you. I don't know if that helps or not. Yeah, I think it does. Okay. So the oil sits about here in the pot. So I have almost half of the depth of my crock pot left here. Whatever, I usually go with more because it'll erupt pretty big. So I'm expecting this to try and overflow out of the crock pot. The way to prevent that from happening is to stir. Sometimes I'll get both of my stirrers and kind of stir back and forth like that just to kind of keep it down. But the nice thing about this is it's only going to take a couple minutes, and then once we're done, we let it cool, do our dishes, and we have some soap. All right, so here we go.